Well, beautiful souls, this is your twin flame soulmate true love reading. It depends on what you believe that you're in. If this resonates with you, then it is for you. Okay, so we're going to get into those energies for the month of September. So let's see what we have for you. It's going to take me a while to put the cards down, so bear with me while I do that. They're telling me to put that on that side. Now for this reading, I'm doing more of an intuitive read, okay? Okay. So I'm doing more listening on this read. So let's talk about the bottom of the deck. On the bottom of the deck, we have rebuild, and we also have the mime, which is the page of spirals, and it's actually in reverse. So what I'm feeling, guys, is this month in your love relationship, you're rebuilding, you're transforming not only the relationship but yourself. Okay, I feel like there was issues with movement. There was issues with sparks maybe when you came together, and you're learning how to get that back. There could also be issues with feeling the energy or being more passive within the situation, and needing to put more effort in, or needing to have more faith in what is going on. Okay, but I definitely feel like this is a month of transformation, and they're saying seeing things in a different perspective, but I was looking for the hangman, but that's what they're saying. So we're going to start with both of your energies. So on the masculine's energy, we have the sacral chakra and the Four of Stones, which are in reverse. Now with these two cards here, the masculine is dealing with their desire and what it is that they want. There's been an issue with them holding on to things that they thought they wanted, an idea that they think that they want within a person or a situation, and it's not really what they need. Okay, so this is about working on letting go of those things, working on holding on to you almost too tightly in a way where they can't grow and they can't be who it is that they're supposed to be, because they have this fear of failure and they can't almost connect to what they desire. Now for the feminine, there is the Star card, which is hope, or heal, excuse me. It's hope in another deck. And Gaia, which is the Empress. And the feminine is looking for healing, not only within themselves, but in this relationship. healing with the masculine to grow the relationship, to get what they want. The difference between the two is the masculine is holding on for desire, for attractiveness, for what they know is there for them. The feminine is trying to grow the relationship and actually be nurturing to the masculine, to get him to almost open up on a spiritual way, because this is what I'm hearing, like to open up on a broader spectrum. Okay, so the feminine is just being there to heal, to comfort, to bring in the vision. Okay, and the masculine is still focused on the desire, sex, things like that. Okay, emotions, maybe not even expressing them, but it's almost like the feminine is like, it's okay, I'm here, I don't judge you, that kind of thing. So moving forward through the month, we have the 5 of Wands and the Ace of Spirals on the masculine side. And there's this passionate need that they have. I feel like they don't understand what they're feeling, and they're taking it more as passion, more as sex, instead of the spiritual connection or the loving connection that is there. So as their way of holding on to themselves, their situation, their sanity, if you will, if you want to look at it that way, they're trying to make it more sexual, trying to make it more imagination driven, like instead of what could possibly start here, thinking that it's more lust driven. The feminine has devil energy, which is master, and the Chariot in reverse. I feel as though the feminine understands and sees what the masculine is doing. And it feels like it's not moving forward in the way that you want. There's a block. There's something you need to get through. And there's all this lusting or sexual desire. And to get it more into an emotional, it feels to me like it needs to turn into something different. And you're trying to show them this spiritual side, trying to show them this nurturing side. And it's not just about sex, and it's not just about lust. It's about the connection. And the feminine understands that this is something that needs to be worked on, something that needs to be resolved. Okay, it's actually something important in the feminine's energy, like you feel it. Moving forward on the masculine side, we have the 6 of Cups and the 7 of Spirals in reverse. I immediately heard someone is coming back into their lives, okay, in September. Now, they have to decide whether this is something that they want to stand up for, which is this relationship, or dive into this other situation because they're so into this lust and sexual desire area, you know, really thinking about themselves and not the connection as much. They do have a fear of rejection if they do come back to you. And it's easier to just go with someone else or towards someone else who they don't have to worry about losing, you know, like it's not really that important to them. So that's what I see them doing. And on your side, I see you feeling separated mentally, maybe even physically, from this person, from your masculine, and wanting them to make a choice to see the connection that you have. The Lover's card, which you have on this side, is all about choices as well, and they have to make that choice. You have already made that choice and you know what it is that you want. But it's like you need for them to see it through your eyes. You need for them to separate themselves from whatever it is they're going through and choose you. That's what you want. You see this happening. You feel a little bit of disconnect or what could be a problem. You're just ready to bring these two energies together. Going towards the end of the month, on the masculine side, we have the base chakra and the 9 of scrolls in reverse. The base chakra forces them to think about their foundations, whether it be where they want to live, their transportation, job, anything of that nature, or even the solidity of the relationships that they get themselves into and the situations. I feel as though they want to try something that is easy, because it's easy to start, it's easy to build from. It doesn't have that passionate throw of of energy, you know. So it's just easier for them to go into. But they really don't want to worry. They don't want that anxiety. They just want to be able excuse me. They just want to be able to build from somewhere or start from somewhere. Okay. Focusing more on career, I see. Focusing more on work, working a lot more, things like that. It could manifest into that kind of situation. So on the feminine side, you have the 6 of swords and the 8 of stones in reverse. And this is the feminine being fed up. I feel like you're being fed, that the feminine is fed up and wants to move on. You know, it's like, my intent has failed to pay off. I have tried to get this person attention. I've tried to show them that I care. And I see you walking away. I see you walking away, or either not putting in the effort anymore. It's not really that important to you towards the end of the month, because the masculine is deciding to focus on their own foundations and be less worried about this. It's like they choose to kind of let it go, to kind of let it float, to kind of let it be. Okay. So the basis, or what's going on here, we have the 4 of wands and the star. So there is foundations here. Okay, that's what that says to me. There's foundations. There is reason to celebrate, because you have come together. So you kind of got what you wanted in that way. And there's hope. There's always been hope, and the hope has been realized because there has been foundations. You've come together, even though it may not be working, or it may not be cohesively flowing the way that it should. It has come together, and those foundations are there, that they know that there are those foundations, and you also know that they're there as well, because they wouldn't be acting this way if they didn't have these type of feelings. Okay, so over the relationship, there is teach, which is the Hierophant, and the 7 of stones. Okay, the 7 of stones talks about hard work and dedication, and that's what it is that you want. It's like you want that solidity. Everybody wants that in general, believe it or not. That feeling that everything is just going to be how it is, and we have to take this slow and steady progress. So I don't feel like anyone's going to leave. I feel like this is what is set in stone. What it is that you have is nothing that is going to dissipate. No one is going to fully break off. Okay, this is not one of those moments. This is more of one of those, we're taking our slow time and investing in something stronger in a relationship, but we just have different things that we need to work on right now. And for the masculine, with the 6 of wands and the 3 of mirrors, this is about winning. Okay, he does feel like he has won. Okay, and he does feel like there is a sort of friendship here. And that's what they're keeping it on, this friendship level, and that it's always there. And this is something that they have won, but there's still, I feel like there's still a focus on other people's energy, about attracting other people, about spreading seed. You know, it's like they just want to have fun right now, okay? And that's what it looks like. Now for the feminine, there is the Four of Pentacles, which is open up, and the Six of Stones in reverse. So the feminine wants to hold on to what it is that is had, pretty much, okay? So it's just about not wanting to let go, or maybe not even wanting to bend, because you have bent too much. With the Six of Pentacles being in reverse, it does talk about this situation being mismanaged, and knowing that it has been mismanaged, and feeling like because of this, why should I be the one to make the changes or to do anything? So like I said, you're going on about your journey and you're not working on it anymore. It's like you're just letting it happen and letting it flow, okay? So bringing you two together, there is the Ace of Cups and the Sun card. The Ace of Cups is all about love. It's an opportunity for a new beginning, okay? There is an opportunity for a new beginning if you can connect in that way. But what happens is the Sun card talks about there being someone that is influential in your life, you know, like attaining a goal. So you have attained this, but it's just not on the level that you want it to be. And this person will be important to you, whether you're the feminine or the masculine. This person will be important to you in some sort of way in your life, okay? So like the overall energy says, even though things are not moving, nothing new is starting, there's more of a passive energy here. There's a need to rebuild or transform, okay? But the rebuild also talks about suffering. It also talks about keeping stuff within yourself, okay? And that's what everyone seems to be doing, but they're taking it in different routes. The feminine is moving on with their life and not working on this anymore, so they can focus more on themselves and hold on to the little sanity that they do have. And the masculine is deciding to go out and spend time with other people. It's like they're trying to get that attention from others this month. That's what it looks like to me. Okay, so you can fast forward over this if you want, but I'm going to pull out oracle cards for this month. Okay, so we're going to start with the masculine energy. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see the cards. Okay, so the first card we're going to talk about is engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And I feel like the masculine, as the masculine, you know that that is what's happening. It's really up to you whether you accept this or not, okay? And I feel like there's a bit of fear here when something starts to happen and you immediately want to fight it. You immediately want to change it because your desires are being met, right? It's like I want to hold on to what I have, that kind of energy. So it's really about how you radiate with this energy, because it is coming, okay? It is here. Next, you have dreams. This talks about you deciding what it is that you truly want, okay? You've had these ideas about what you want from love and a commitment and the person that you want to be with. You have an opportunity to be face to face with these things. What do you choose to do, okay? And you have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. Exactly. You have to have faith and not be afraid. Why are you so afraid to let yourself go and to just go with the flow? It's like you've set up these checkpoints for yourself and now you're able to drive past them, but why are you not ready? Is it because of fear? Because that's what it feels like to me. Okay, so with the feminine, we're going, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Don't be so fed up. Like, you are a little fed up and I can feel it here, but this is more like, I'm not going to put in the work anymore. It's not I'm going to walk away. It's just I'm going to go about my life and do the things that I do, and I'm not going to work on this anymore. I want them to pay attention to me. So stay optimistic. Don't give up. Don't run away if this is something that you want to do. I mean, you always have the opportunity. There is free will. You also have dance. With dance, as soon as I put it down, I felt you know, dancing through the situation. Almost like it's a tug of war. You're pulling, they're pushing, push and pull, push and pull. That's what it feels like. And you're just going about the daily motions, the weekly motions, the monthly motions. And I feel like you're just doing the dance this month, going back and forth, okay? So, romance. Lavish the one you love with your personal attention and affection. You definitely do this a lot, feminine, at the beginning of the month when you're trying to heal things. You're trying to bring things into the open, to the face of your masculine, and say, listen, so these are the things that I think that we need to work on if you really want to work this out. And I feel like this is good. You're showing them that you care. It's your way of trying to bring that into the situation. I mean, it's realistic, and you want them to know that it's realistic. It's not just going to be love. It's just not going to be a Disney movie. It has to be something that we actually put that effort and energy into together, okay? So as a whole, for the relationship, the first one we have is romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. This just lets you both know that you do feel the same way about each other. There is something here, even though you may not feel it by the other person. They do have those same feelings and that same energy towards you. It's just a reminder that is what's happening. Relaxation is about taking a break. This is about both people not working too hard. So one person shouldn't be working harder than the other person. It's just about going with the flow, kind of push and pull, kind of flowing back and forth like waves in the water is what I see. So this is a time for you to step back and see what's happening. You know, is it worth it? Because you really want the other person to actually put in effort as well too, and that's why I said that push and pull, because I feel like it kind of goes back and forth. All right. And then we have consider your foundation. You are being asked to look at how committed you are to love, and this is for both of you. You're trying to build foundations now. You're trying to build something with the person that you're with, and sometimes you're together, sometimes they're not. I mean, that's the way it goes. It's the way twin flames go, for sure. Okay, so sometimes they're up, sometimes they're downs, but you are building foundations together. Because think about it, you're not mad at each other this week, you're not upset, you're just not at that final stage that you would like to be with this person, which doesn't mean that it's breaking the foundations. It just means that you're still working on them and you're still building them from the bottom. Okay, so thank you so much for listening, and I will see you tomorrow. I love you very much. Love and light. Bye bye.